the Monster Energy Grand Prix of Catalonia for Moto3. It's go. Excellent start from pole position by Denis Foggia. Really good launch off the line as well by the man in second place. Then it's Anju. They're side by side as they hit the braking zone for the first time going into the first corner. Sergio Garcia got away really well on the number 11 bike as well. He might actually lead going into the first corner. Garcia leans on Ricardo Rossi. He's picked up a couple of places into fifth, but it's Foggia that leads. Here comes Garcia up the inside of Rossi into turn 10. Beautifully done. Move Rossi just to the outside there. He had the inside line, Garcia. It was clinical, but it was clean. The World Championship leader making big progress early on here in Barcelona. He's up into third. It will be Tatsuki Suzuki under real pressure here though from Izan Guevara. We ride on board with the Spanish rider going for 4 consecutive podium finishes. Wow, you could almost smell the exhaust fumes there, couldn't you, coming out the back of Tatsuki Suzuki's Honda. Guevara has got the inside line. He left his braking so late. How good was he on the front end of that gas machine into turn 1? Guevara back at the front.
Suzuki and Foggia, as they've been leading down that main straight, they've been hugging the right-hand side of the racetrack, trying to prevent any kind of inside overtake down that main straight, but then the track widens up as the pit lane exit comes into play, and the Aspar rider's making full use of it.
Brilliant stop by the number 38, as there's a dive bomb there from Garcia on the inside of Suzuki into turn number 5. Is he getting a little bit hot? Is Suzuki going to get him on that sweep through turn 6? No, he isn't. So once again, it's an Aspar 1-2. Sergio Garcia it is then that will lead over the line at the end of lap number 6. It's a narrow lead of just 300ths of a second over Suzuki, who just uses again the brilliant top speed of that Leopard Honda. Look at Foggia, just without any effort whatsoever, just streaks around the outside of Sergio Garcia, who got absolutely swallowed in the slipstream. Garcia was leading. He's been pushed back down to 4th.
Garcia was doing everything there on the brakes to try and hold on to that, but he couldn't do so. What was interesting there is coming out of the final corner, Suzuki didn't even bother with the slipstream. He just pulled alongside Guevara and just motored straight past him. That's the kind of straight line speed the 2 Leopard Hondas have at their disposal.
Oh,
Foggia's got a problem.
Oh, can you believe it? Denis Foggia's nightmare run continues. He punches the tank of that Leopard Honda in pure frustration. This is cruel for Denis Foggia. It's going to be back-to-back DNFs then for the big pre-season favourite here in Moto3. He runs straight on into turn number 10. The bike's still running, so whether it's a gearbox issue, not quite sure what's happened though for Denis Foggia. But Denis Foggia's hopes of winning here in Catalonia from pole position, they have been extinguished. A mechanical problem has ruled out Foggia. What a massive blow for his World Championship aspirations. He came into this 9th round of the season already 42 points adrift of Sergio Garcia. More big damage for Denis in terms of the championship here in Catalonia.
Well, he'd just gone off, as I say, through turn 7. He bounced over the curb, so I don't know whether he'd done anything to his motorcycle when he did that. But either way, Foggia out of this Grand Prix. It's really shuffled up this leading group. Guevara back down to 4th now. It's Yamanaka who's come through into 3rd position, although he's now getting muscled aside into turn 4. So it's Garcia and Suzuki. Suzuki once again fighting a lone battle for Leopard. David Munoz, the number 44, in just his 2nd Grand Prix start, 16 years of age. He's the teammate to Ana Carrasco in the Boe team. There he is on the yellow 44, getting up the inside of Salvador. He's up into 5th now. Yeah,
and I've heard he's a bit of a ruthless rider with the number 44 from his Red Bull MotoGP Rookies Cup days. He takes no prisoners. He's just picking them off here for fun now. It's Izan Guevara, his latest victim, going through turn number 8. Well, we said he was ruthless. He's shown no mercy right now. Munoz, this is a brilliant, just a 2nd Grand Prix start then for the teenage Spaniard, and already now in podium context, although he was wide there coming out of turn number 9. He's got to keep himself cool here, because this is a great opportunity not just to take his first podium but his first win. Guevara with the mistake for Munoz coming out of turn 9, pounds on the brakes. Oh, big crash, big crash.
Yamanaka,
That's Salvador,
Holgado and Salvador, yeah, 3 of them down into turn 10.
That was a big crash there. Lucky for David Salvador that he wasn't hit by other riders coming through, because he was right in that lead group. He started this lap in 5th place, so we're losing more riders who are fighting in this heated group at the front. And look at the split. The split. That incident then involving Salvador, Yamanaka and Holgado, that's really created a big divide here between the lead group of 8. So it's Suzuki that leads, Anju 2nd, Garcia in 3rd, then Guevara. You can see there, cut adrift in 8th place was Ricardo Rossi. Adrian Fernandez it is that's having a really strong ride as well. He came over the line in 7th place, best we've seen from him all season so far. So Salvador, Yamanaka and Holgado, they were down and out of that turn number 10.
So it looks like it's contact from the back. Yeah, I think Salvador gets tagged from the back there.
Yeah, Yamanaka's hit Salvador, and with nowhere to go, unfortunately, for the second race in a row, Holgado, just nothing he could do about it. So it's the contact from Yamanaka on Salvador, and then on the outside, look at that poor old Danny Holgado. That one instant will be looked at, and he obviously struggling to walk away under his own steam there, Salvador. So the injury problems go on for Holgado Max Racing. Can you believe it? We have to remind you, he's just his second Grand Prix start, and he's riding like a seasoned veteran. He leads here in Barcelona with some of the best riders in Moto3, right on his rear tyre, right on his case. Guevara seizes that lead back, and here comes Adrian Fernandez on the inside. Where has this come from? From Adrian Fernandez, we've seen very little of him as a front-running force so far this season, but in his home Grand Prix, he leads.
There's some real comeback stories in this leading group. Adrian Fernandez started 24th on the grid. David Munoz himself started 20th, and they've come steaming through the pack. So Adrian Fernandez, surely the first time he's led a Grand Prix on the Tech 3 KTM. Both Tech 3 KTMs in with a real shout here. Andrea Munoz, he's down in 17th position, and he now has to serve a long lap penalty.
So now then we're on board with Izan Guevara on the gas machine, picks up some great slipstream. Likewise, Onju, there is a long lap penalty combination then for Andrea Munoz. They fan out, what, 6, 7, 8 abreast on the brakes into the first corner. Who is the latest on the brakes? It's Jaume Masia. Oh, Andrea Munoz completely made a hash of that, so he's going to have to do another one. He completely got that one wrong.
And we've got a leading group of at least 13 riders now.
Suzuki then does still hold the advantage at the start of this lap number 15. Is he going to get swallowed up though in the slipstream? He's got a rocket ship Leopard Honda underneath him, but there's nothing he can do about it as Munoz, Guevara, Onju and Masia all sweep on through. He's been pushed back down to 5th place. That's Tatsuki Suzuki. He's in the pit lane now, Munoz, not quite sure what's happened there. Lorenzo Fallon's now got to serve along that penalty. It's been a poor day for the French teenagers.
This is a big 15th lap for the Spaniard. His teammate Sergio Garcia is trying to go with him because he knows Guevara's upping the pace here.
That was a beautiful move by Garcia to take 3rd then from Munoz. Guevara then at 1:49.235. That was a big lap, a statement lap from Guevara, because he was 7/10 quicker than Onju in 2nd place. Garcia knows he can't let his teammate with clear track ahead of him start to really pull the pin here. Garcia did a 1:49.6. That was 4/10 slower than Guevara. Look at this gap then. The helicopter shot gives you a clear picture there then of Izan Guevara really getting the hammer down here in Barcelona. It's another 1:49.064. Fantastic response though by Garcia in 2nd place. He has responded. A 1:48.957. Tatsuki Suzuki, the only 2 men in the 48s on that last lap, with the 2 men in 2nd and 3rd. They're trying to hunt down. God, Suzuki's got it hot. I was just about to say the 2 men are trying to hunt down Guevara, but Suzuki makes a big mistake on the front end. Did he get a bit of slipstream there? Running to turn 1, perhaps 5, 6 kilometres an hour too fast. Big mistake that's cost him a whole bunch of places. Penultimate lap just about to be completed then here in Catalonia. It will be Izan Guevara that leads. He's got a big advantage of over a second. Surely he can't surrender that with just 4.6 kilometres to go here in Catalonia. It's the battle for 2nd place we can't take our eyes off. Still raging between Suzuki, Munoz and Garcia, and it's advantage Munoz. Garcia drops back then with the slipstream to 4th. The World Championship leader off the podium now on the last lap.
He wasn't able to leave his braking quite as late. He's now trying to push Suzuki out of the way into turn 3. Can he hold that tight line? No, he can't. So Garcia then back into 4th. Look how tight Suzuki's able to keep it, and now power at the inside of David Munoz. So Munoz now might lose that podium position because Garcia will force his way into that gap.
That's so close. Garcia has been the man of the moment on so many occasions on the last lap in Moto3 battles. He's going to have to dig really deep if he's to make it another podium finish here. Munoz again. He gets that front end of that KTM really out of shape, but he's got back through
Suzuki
on
wide.
Garcia into turn number 5. They almost touch, almost contact there. Well, he has contact almost, Suzuki, with both Munoz and Garcia. Suzuki then now drops back to 4th place. Back at the front, Izan Guevara's got this one covered. He's now 1.5 seconds clear into the 3rd sector. It's all about this battle for 2nd place. Sergio Garcia versus the rookie sensation David Munoz. Don't discount Tatsuki Suzuki as well. Munoz almost on the grass on the inside as he tries to run a real tight defensive line. He does get it stopped into turn 10. No way through for Garcia.
Suzuki no way through either. He's stuck behind Sergio Garcia. The only chance now will be a late, desperate dive into turn 14, the final corner. Munoz, though, holding on to second place at the moment, but Guevara, a good look behind him. He has no problems.
He's been a class of his own in this Grand Prix, Izan Guevara. One corner left for him. He's going to take a famous win here in Barcelona. Is it going to be a last corner lunge here from Suzuki? Garcia's going to miss out on the podium here in his own Grand Prix. It's glory for Guevara here in Barcelona. He wins the Monster Energy Grand Prix of Catalonia. Magic from Munoz, the rookie sensation, takes a sensational second place. Awesome stuff by him. He leads over the line to take second by just 100th of a second from Tatsuki Suzuki.